summer's nice, but in the winter it will snow and the temperature drops below zero.
Welcome. This episode is going to be different from all the others. This episode we need your help. If you have followed us along the journey, you will recall that just before we left Liguria to spend Christmas with the family in the Netherlands, we had found a very promising plot situated in San Bernardo, 15 kilometers land inwards from Savona at the Ligurian west coast. If you haven't seen our last episode, you can see it here. Let me provide you with some information about the place we have found. San Bernardo belongs to a small hamlet called San Bartolomeo del Bosco, only a stone's throw away. It consists of approximately 20 houses, one church, one restaurant and a cemetery on top of the mountain. The climate is also considerably colder than the coast, on average 6 degrees. In the winter it will snow. The big city Savona is only a 30 minutes drive away. In Savona, it rarely snows. The property we have found is right next to San Bartolomeo. It consists of one house, one barn and 16 hectares of land. That is 160,000 square meters of land. A lot of land. There is a quite famous place next to it. Hotel Naso di Gato, or Nose of the Cat. Whoever we talk to knows about the nose of the cat. The neighbors are very close. They run a B&B called Cascina Galina. We visited the property in December with the real estate agent. And wow, it was in one word, gorgeous. The house and the barn are in good condition. The land looks suited for permaculture and the view is like you have never seen before. Unobstructed view for at least 100 kilometers. On an average day, you can see the Cottian Alps, and on a clear day, the 3,845 meters high Monviso on the border of Italy and France. That is 110 kilometers away. If you draw a 110 kilometer circle around our hometown Amsterdam in the Netherlands, you could practically overlook the whole country. Mind-boggling. And despite my fear of heights, more specifically fear of depth, the shifting view doesn't make me feel nauseous. Walking across the land, you immediately are overcome with a sense of peace and quiet. The silence of the surroundings is overwhelming. The 200-meter dirt road leading to the property is also really not that bad. On a dry day, it is definitely doable with our birdhouse. It is now January 2024. We went back to Liguria to pay this property a closer inspection. We took the easy route through Germany and Switzerland and spent 2 quiet nights at parking lots along the highway. We have enough supplies to last us a week. We park at Francesco's place in Celle Liguri and rest for 2 days. We drive back to San Bernardo. We want to investigate the 16 hectares in our own pace. The shot you have been looking at is our actual drive up the mountain from Savona to San Bartolomeo del Bosco. Let me speed it up a bit. As you can see, it is a long way up the mountain. It is quite isolated. We have copied the cadastral map from the real estate agent's site and try to figure out what exactly belongs to the property and what not. So this is where the property starts. And this is a kind of deserted old barn. And also, up till this point, it was still doable by camper, but now if you turn here, you can clearly see it's undoable. You have to do something about the road here.
Beukennoot. Beechnut.
Ah, beechnut.
I'm not sure if this is a chestnut. Kastanje?
Chestnuts. Yeah, those are
Kastanje?
chestnuts. Yeah.
Sure?
Sweet chestnuts, sure. You can also see it by the leaves lying around the ground. Those are chestnut leaves.
This is the climb.
This is the climb, yeah. Here's the well. Not sure if it's drinkable, but if I'm correct, yep. And here we'll place the campers. This could be our view. The road goes on.
I'm not sure. There's here something, there is over there something.
Up, yeah.
I don't know where it goes.
Everywhere are these marks.
And lots of acacias
Yeah.
with the terrible heavy.
Heavy thorns, yeah. Whoa.
A lot of them.
Parking lot of the B&B. Sweet chestnuts.
Like there's a road upstairs.
Yeah, going up.
But I think it's not for car. Yeah. They drove a car, I think. Casa Deja. There are other houses.
Yeah.
Look at the mountains over there.
Just is unbelievable.
reaction. Okay.
Back home, we are still not sure if the beautiful spot on top of the hill, there, is ours. So we further investigate. We decide to use Google My Maps to visualize the perimeters. With Google My Maps, you can draw your own shapes in Google Maps and Earth. I draw the cadastral borders in Google My Maps and open them in Google Earth. Now, several things become very clear. The perimeter consists of 16 hectares, but only 3 hectares are actually flat and thus usable. The rest is either very steep hill or hilly forest. The hill is too steep to even climb against. Judging from Google Earth, there is probably a way, but we will need to find this way first. Also becomes clear is that the top right of the property is a barren stroke of forest. It is by far the most barren spot in the whole region. If you zoom out very far, you can still see this barren spot. What happened here? It looks there was a lot of tree felling. Too much tree felling? If you observe closely, it looks like there has been a recent landslide on that spot. All the tree stumps clearly point to one direction, downwards along the hill slope. Talking about landslides, 500 meters further to the north, we find a deserted old ruin of a church. It belonged to an abandoned little village called de Ferre. The village once was inhabited with 10 houses and 25 inhabitants. But slowly the people moved away until the last elderly left in 1980. Since then, the only inhabitants had been some goat. But in 2019, after heavy rains, a landslide wiped the village away from the face of the earth. The only building left standing was the church of Santa Maria Maddalena. You can still see the remnants of this landslide today. We are on our way to San Bernardo, where we will visit the property for the third time. Second time with the real estate agent. We have still a lot of questions about the barren land on top, the tree felling, about the hunting cabin we've seen the last time. And also, she's probably going to show us the inside again, and we kind of forgotten about that, so that's good. She says it's going to snow, but according to the weather map, it is still plus 2 degrees, so I don't think it's going to snow. Either way, we have found a parking place 20 meters down the private road where we can park the camper, so that's nice. We are anxious as always, and we have a lot of questions and a lot of doubts, and probably we will ask you to help us make a decision, because we are in the blind. We're on the crossroad of doubt.
What a feeling to walk over land you call your own. What a feeling to live in a house you call your home. It could be in San Bernardo, where the summer's nice, but in the winter it will snow, and the temperature drops below 0.
After our last visit, we learned a lot of things. According to the official Mappa Hidrologico, there are no issues with landslides. The area has no problems. The hunting cabinet is indeed on our land, but it is marked illegal, which means 3 things. It needs to go, you can get a license, or don't tell anyone about it. Irregularities like this are common in Italy. Most people possess illegal buildings. On our land we count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The top of the hill is not ours. If we want to proceed with our plan of creating a camper place, we will require the necessary permits, create a concrete road, a flat platform, a dispose for grey and black water, electricity supplies, and more, much more. If we want to create our permaculture dream, we need to buy a lot of different food-providing plants, trees, and we will need to dig ourselves a pond and an irrigation system. Also, we need a plan for banning the Russian wild boar, the cinghiali, that roam Italy. They are a true plague. We also need a lot of equipment, a car, a tractor, an excavator, a mower, machines like that. So, here are our doubts. We are 60. We are not the youngest anymore. If we were, say, 30 or 40, it would be relatively easy. We doubt that all our plans are too much for our age. It will get lonely. There are no shops nearby. None. Nearest shop is Montenotte Superiore uphill or Pontinvrea, which is a 30 minutes drive. Or, of course, Savona, 30 minutes downhill. The isolation is real. It will become cold. It will snow in winter. And on the positive side, it won't be as hot in the summer. This property is for foreigners, not for Italians. It will be difficult to sell. B&B neighbors are a stone's throw away. We fear it will be an intrusion on our privacy. So, what do you think? Can you please share your feelings and thoughts about this spot? Is there anything we overlooked? Can you please share with us your words of wisdom? We are still very unsure whether it could be anything for us. It would be super helpful if you could share your feelings about this property in the comments below. Thanks so much for your help. We are on a crossroad of doubt.